can't fix my problems.
So we started on that. What are your problems?
You can't fix them.
Well, we started recording right on that. So what are your problems? That I haven't given you enough full necky recently?
My inability
That's my problem.
to manage the mental health of not caring about things that are outside of my control, but also staying informed as a responsible member of a democratic society.
Well, I think you're placing too much emphasis on it.
Because, man, do I envy my coworkers and how stupid... Okay, well, hold on. How ignorant many of them are.
I'll say it for you. They're fucking stupid. But listen.
Some of them are.
It's enviable in some ways, but also, like... I think
that's how we got here.
Well, exactly. So I feel like it's it's like a civic duty to keep yourself informed, but also...
Yep.
No, it can definitely be overwhelming, but that's also, like, I guess, a privileged thing.
True.
Right? But it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to keep assaulting your brains with bad shit. I was looking at the Bondi shooting stuff. And yeah, dude, I mean, it's just tough. Like, even not, like, you're just watching them, most of it is, or I haven't seen anything, like, crazy, but, like, them just, like, racking their guns and shit, and you're, like, knowing, like, they're fucking killing people. It's like, I don't know. What? And, like... As an American, right, I'm like, this might be, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm so desensitized, right? But, like, when it happens in Australia, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm kind of like yeah. It's shaken me up more than anything else. Because now it feels like, is nowhere sacred? America's the land of the mass shooting.
Feels like the rot is spreading.
It's exactly. Just, yeah. It's so awful. I agree, because it's like you hear about that every week in America. That's normal, but it's supposed to be like the rest of the world is supposed to be insulated from that. At least it feels like it. But yeah, like I haven't seen much of like actual clips because that's my line, talking about being informed. But I like saw the video of him, like them on the bridge, like clearly like reloading and like popping the head up. Yeah. And just like trying to pick people off, and it was just that. Like, and I couldn't believe it.
I saw people. I mean, I saw like people after, and like a lot of them were bloodied or whatever. But that's different. It's hard. It's like hard to watch that. Obviously, I think in any capacity.
And I think you can be informed without watching gore. You know what I mean? Like,
no, for sure.
If you don't,
for sure,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like if you don't need to see that to know that like this was awful. And like to be informed on this issue. Have they confirmed the number of dead?
When I was looking earlier, it said 15. I don't know if it's gone higher.
And I think
take a peek.
I wonder when the last time there was 15 people dead in a mass shooting in Australia.
But never. I mean, that's like. I mean, that number is pretty high even for like a U.S. mass shooting, right? That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it was something like 40 injured. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, and it's and I'm not saying this as a conspiracy theory, but you hear Netanyahu be like, it's gonna get worse, and then it gets worse, and then people are gonna run with this in both ways, the completely wrong way, right? Like you're gonna have I don't know if I haven't seen like what the Nick Fuentes of the world are saying about it, but I imagine they're not super bummed. And then you have the other people that are going to attack, all Muslims or whatever, just because these guys are brown. I don't know if they've gotten like the full background or whatever.
Well, it's just, they said, yeah.
It's like, hey, people are fucking dead. Like what? Like it's so. I get why it's politicized, but it's just so gross. Like they pretend to care, right? Like they pretend to care about the Charlie Kirk thing, but then they talk about like, oh, but of course the shooter's Muslim. It's like, oh yeah, you don't give a fuck about the dead people.
Well, Netanyahu blamed Australia and said that, like, this was caused by them recognizing Palestinian statehood.
Mm-hmm.
And to, like, put any amount of blame on the government, like, recognizing Palestine for people who are, like, taking this kind of action is just insane.
Well,
to link this to Palestine at all when you have, like... yeah.
You also have to imagine like the scope that Netanyahu's operating at, like 15 people dead. He's like, dude, drop in the bucket.
Yeah, he's like, that's normal.
Yeah, he's just like, oh damn, that
Like,
shit sucks.
and they
Look at
were
what you
like,
guys
most of them
did.
were adults.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
oh,
crazy.
you love Hamas. Fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah, but it's literally like we don't know the motivation, but this is like pretty clearly like you could see that this is an attack on the Jewish community the first day of Hanukkah. Like I don't think that's very disputable at this point.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
literally,
like,
they
this
attacked
was-
that it was a
It was-
Hanukkah event.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is very much motivated, and like to me, I'm like, this is Israel's fault still, even if the people who like did
Yeah.
this are anti-Israel. Like, if you conflate Israel's actions with actions of Jewish people, Israel is Jewish people. All Jewish people support Israel. Zionism is Judaism. That's all the same thing. People who hate Israel for real reasons, because they're committing a genocide,
Right.
will hate Jewish people. They
Yeah.
will blame the entire race, and that's when extreme actions happen.
Yeah. No, 100%. But they're only going to up the rhetoric after this, obviously. I mean, he already has. Because all these fucking genocidal maniacs can do is be reactionary and just up the ante, right? You can never, like... Netanyahu doesn't give a fuck about the Jewish people. He gives a fuck about Israel, right? So all those people dying there, he doesn't give a shit. And it's just a talking point to him. It's a point to be like, shouldn't have recognized Palestine, suckers. Like, what the fuck? It's nothing to him.
Yeah.
Like you said, dropping a bucket to a guy like that.
Well, right. What's 15
It's just
people
more
to the
people
thousands?
for the cause, right? Like, now we've got some evidence, right, of this. And it's like, yeah, anti-Semitism is on the rise. That is a real issue. But you have organizations like the ADL and the American government even just like doing absolutely nothing to combat anti-Semitism and only going after people who are anti-Zionist. And mostly people who are anti-Zionist and like very actively like anti-Semitism. That's not the right way of saying that.
No,
but
I know, yeah,
they're not anti-Semites, and they're
Right.
going after those people instead of people like Nick Fuentes and like and Candace Owens. Oh my god.
Candace
Like,
Owens is the funniest example because she is so huge in like right-wing circles, and she's a fucking nut job. I mean, I don't need to tell people how crazy that person is, but yeah, they're like, no, she's cool because I don't know why.
Because why?
I don't know why. Yeah, honestly, she doesn't support Israel. Like, she's not one of the anti-Semites that supports Israel. So why is she cool? Is it because she's, her conservative values still essentially push their agenda? Probably. I don't know.
It's very much a beast that they created themselves, and now every time it bites them, they will still find a way to blame the left for their own conservatives, the conservative civil war that's currently going on.
Well, it's hilarious that you have people that are like, no, I'm not anti-Semitic, and they're like, well, here's this, and then they show you like they do like a Black Ops 2 Easter egg to prove like that you did some shit. It's like the ultimate mental gymnastics.
And then like
it's so stupid. Whereas Nick
and
Fuentes
the proof
is like,
of anti-Semitism is just saying something against Israel.
yeah, Nick Fuentes is like, literally, he's like, Hitler's a pretty cool guy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And he's being
Yeah,
platformed. Like,
it's exactly how I would put how they've created this beast is that they've made absolutely zero room for criticizing Israel without calling you anti-Semitic, and they've given no alternative, so people just turn to anti-Semitism as the anti-Israel position has become more popular. They turn to the Nick Fuentes because they haven't been given any other options.
People are also dumb, but but they're smart enough to realize an issue, right? I think a lot of people know our money's going to Israel, but the way they rationalize that, instead of being like, oh, our government is using it as a strategic asset, and Israel uses us as their fleshlight, they go, oh, well, there's Jews there, so That's
Well,
the problem. Like they're that dumb. They can make one connection, but they can't make the other.
and it's the reason like stuff like the Daily Wire is falling off like so hard in Ben Shapiro, because he's made like his platform around the idea of shitting on all marginalized groups essentially. And he can shit on everybody except Jewish people. And
Well, you can
people are
shit on
going to
Jewish people
go,
as long
so
as you're
why?
anti-Israel.
Well, yeah, that's true. But like that's his position, right?
Or I'm sorry,
And
pro-Israel. Not anti.
oh my god,
Yeah.
you're doing it. And then people start to go, wait, why is that the only group I'm not allowed to shit on? Are you protecting them? Are they like secretly
True.
running things? Why can't we talk
Ben
about the
Shapiro
Jews?
has gone woke.
Dude, white boys hate being
The
told what they
woke,
can and can't
right?
say.
Yeah. Like but like it just feeds into that. People will be like, why can't I question this? Like, and it's so bad. And then you have people know the reality of what's going on in Israel now, and then the only people that are speaking out against it are also like bashing Jewish people. It's like it's a system that they created by like not accepting the reality.
And on the same side of the coin, anti-Islamic rhetoric is proportionately on the rise. I mean, it's always been insane in North America and the Western world in general. Islamophobia is
acceptable.
just rampant.
Yeah.
But like, I think now is a good time maybe to bring up Valentina Gomez, because she's using shit like this to then turn around and base her campaign on we should get all the Muslims out of this country. Literally, I think she posted this tweet after the shooting. Yeah. I'm gonna this from her X account. Fucking kill myself.
Everything
Bring back a total Muslim ban immediately. They shot 2 National Guard soldiers, killing one. Okay, I mean that's not even a good KD. They murdered multiple Jews in Australia. Christmas and New Year celebrations are now canceled in France because of those terrorists. Nobody is safe with Muslims around. Alarm. It's like the people that like her, like she's saying the quiet part out loud. I love this, but like she's an idiot.
Mm-hmm. Like how I think all school children need to stay home until all white men have left America because clearly they're not safe while white men are around.
Not to be r/atheist, but I think all priests should be locked up. They should not be allowed around no church in 50 feet of a school. But like, it doesn't. It's idiotic. Like
no, and it's such mentality of like they'll never come for me, right? Because like is she an immigrant herself?
Yes, she is.
They're gonna come for her first.
Yeah, like they're coming.
They're currently coming for
Latino
her.
people right now. Like
it's fine if they come for her as long as they come for the Muslims too, okay? Because she just hates them that much.
It's just so insane. And also like the idea that like all Muslim people are a monolith, like obviously we all know that's ridiculous, but it's just like you cannot blame the actions of a few fringe people in a group on the entire group. Like that's
and she should know that.
Insane. And she should know that because she's trying to peddle herself as one of the good ones.
Right.
Like that's literally her thing, is trying to like, I'm not an illegal probably. Like that's just that like mentality of like, oh, it's okay if you're deporting people because they're breaking the law, but not me because I'm a good one. Like it's insane. And then to just like set out against all Muslim people.
It's also stupid because I just don't think these people understand statistics. It's like, do they know how many fucking Muslims there are? And then you have a couple of instances and it's like, okay, white boys be doing shit at the same rate, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like people are getting radicalized. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see Nick Fuentes on Piers Morgan?
I only saw Piers Morgan call him a virgin loser, but I didn't see beyond that.
Yeah, that was good. Where he like had to lie that he's like never had sex because he knew that Piers was asking if he's ever had sex with a woman.
Yeah, he's like, no, absolutely not.
No, I would never do that. That's disgusting.
Yeah. He's like, do you like women? He's like, yeah, but I find them annoying.
Yeah, but I find them all insufferable.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's Ben Shapiro.
While speaking like that, while being an even higher tone Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, but the reason I bring it up is like he's just like making up statistics. Like Piers Morgan was like weirdly doing an okay job some of the time at like trying to break down, because Nick Fuentes has made up a stat in his mind where 1 in 20 black men in America will commit a violent crime in their life. They haven't yet, but they will. Based on like literally pulled out of his ass. And then Piers Morgan brings up school shooters because they are historically white men, right? And then like Fuentes gets like tried to get caught up and be like, what percentage of white men are school shooters? But the real like comparison is like what percentage like per capita of like black people are committing violent crime versus white people. And believe it or not, it's the same.
Yeah.
Because race is not a factor. Or culture, as Ben Shapiro likes to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like there might be differences in other crimes because socioeconomic conditions create crime, especially petty crime, especially theft.
No,
Insane.
The systems are fine. You need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, which is, by the way, impossible. And yeah, just find your way through this capitalist hellscape. I'm not saying to steal, but like, you know, people don't think that there are systemic issues, and every time it's like you're legitimately fucking stupid. Like
poverty as a moral failing is core to
I think it's obviously ignorance, because like I as a person, I have moved to so many different places, whereas like I have seen the different kinds of school systems and like the funding they get. I've been to both really nice schools, that like public schools. I've never been to a private school, but nice public schools, and also fucking rundown public schools where like teachers are buying you know, colored pencils for themselves. So
colored?
Yeah, and in the class is mostly colored people. And you can totally tell the difference, dude. And it's not just in the sense that like the facilities that the kids have is good. Like the teachers aren't paid enough either, so they're not like giving their A game, right? So it's literally like everything like feeds into black and brown people failing, especially in poor areas. And not just black and brown people. I mean, there's white people in those poor areas too. There's a reason white trash is a thing, and it's used as like like an insult, right? Because, you know.
Yeah. Because it's socioeconomic conditions too.
Yeah.
Like obviously racism is a factor in like quality of life and ability to like move through the world. But yeah, like class is one of the biggest, like is the biggest thing that like determines outcome.
And if school sucks and is bullshit, guess what? Life. You're gonna think school's always sucks and is bullshit, and you're not gonna want to go into higher education, and you're just gonna fucking like there's no incentive to succeed in a lot of these places, which sucks. And also, I mean, the complete
mighty convenient. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Try it again. Try again.
Which is mighty convenient when you have a nice privatized prison system that would love more people to commit petty theft and get 10 years. And then they can go do free labor for a corporation.
Is it the Constitution that is it an amendment that makes slavery illegal except in prisons? Like that's the actual verbiage used in the States?
I believe they carved out, you might know better, Diego, but I believe, that's specifically the exemption they carved out, and that's why you started when slavery was made illegal, you started having all these ridiculous laws, and police would arrest black people for walking alongside railroad tracks,
jaywalking,
other apps, looking at white people, jaywalking, and then then they could throw them in prison and keep doing slavery.
Which, why would you want to look at a white person?
Mm-hmm.
You should be thrown in jail.
But yeah, it's sorry, Diego. I posed a question.
Honestly, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It's so brutal, and like I think people are just feeling. I think there is an ounce of class solidarity that's coming out in American people right now, and hopefully all people. But I think like I don't want to say tides are changing because like oh my god, you say that and then you just get slapped in the face with a wave of bullshit. But it does feel like people are getting pretty fed up with the systems right now.
The thing is, I think sorry to interrupt, I just don't want to lose my thought, because the right is so caught up in their like in their identity politics, and I don't think they think they're like aware of that, right? Or like people think about that a lot, but they're so fucking involved where like if a person's running on affordability but they like abortion, like they're gonna freak the fuck out. So I like that Democrats have been messaging on affordability a lot because it tricks the dummies into voting for them. I just hope like it continues and it doesn't crash when people are like, wait, they still want to kill babies on the 50th trimester and do that kind of bullshit.
I think if they stop doing the establishment Dem bullshit, and if the Democrats, oh my god, all of my fingers and toes crossed, because I have no faith in that party. If they play it right, they could sweep in the midterms, but they have to do it right because it's like the Republicans and the right and the general, like even like if you want to talk about the like political commentary sphere of the right now, is not doing very well. They're infighting and they're not doing anything about affordability like the government. So like it's an opportunity for Democrats to seize it if they can. If people like Chuckles McGee don't get in the way, like they could do so much with this. Like there's so much momentum, but it's just like it's in the hands of Democrats.
Which, yeah.
Old Chucky.
And we know those hands are nice and clammy.
I don't want to think about those hands.
Can we pivot to Venezuela and specifically
Yes,
Chuck
but bad
Schumer.
transition.
Chuck Schumer did an interview. Fuck, I said
Try again.
Sorry. Speaking of pieces of shit.
You think Venezuelans are pieces of shit?
Oh my god. Clearly I'm talking about Chuck Schumer. The most famous piece of shit. He did this interview where he was asked, I think it was on CNN, about whether first of all, whether the United States should do a regime change in Venezuela, which is like already a loaded question. Like accepting that it's okay for the United States to just do regime changes, like that's a cool thing to do. But he was asked, is it a good idea does he support Donald Trump doing regime change in Venezuela? And like he like ducks, dives, and rolls and does everything possible to not just oppose the guy who opposes him, to not just say no, I don't support the guy who hates my guts. He absolutely flounders and is desperate to criticize how disorganized the regime change is. Like it's insane how he's not willing to just take a clear and normal expected stance to oppose your opposition and say, no, I don't support Donald Trump's actions in Venezuela.
It's insane. It just, it's a fucking classic CNN, the way that question's asked. Like, it's so disingenuous to be like, this is about regime change.
CNN like, why have babies been starving themselves?
Yeah, it literally asking a Gazan why have the babies been starving themselves. Like literally CNN. But like anybody, like I just think that like anybody who actually is a competent like person opposing the Republican Party would say, first of all, this isn't about regime change. If like even if they were to do a regime change, that would only be so that they can control resources in Venezuela to benefit corporations in America. Like anybody who actually knows what's going on there and opposes the Republicans should be saying that shit.
But what if those corporations cut me a check?
Yeah.
They cut me a nice slice of the pie.
Insane though to think like to even just go along with the premise that this is about a regime change, like as if you can frame it like it's going to benefit Venezuelan people, as if like a lot of Venezuelan people won't die if they try to do this.
Are you trying to say
and Americans?
A politician would lie?
Yeah, you're right. They would never.
Fomenting politician political apathy. I fail you, Diego. None of that on the podcast.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Islam has no place in Texas. Help me to Congress so we can end the Islamization
They're making everyone llamas
of America. I only fear God. Dude, you know they have the same one as you. She's walking around. That's fucked up. She's walking around with like a fake hijab. She's really, really
That's gross.
awful. So I clicked her
Deport her.
Twitter
No, I'm
profile.
kidding. Sorry, that was a bad joke. I shouldn't have said
Okay,
that.
the liberal of the day.
Liberal of the
But
day.
you know what? As a Latino, deport her ass. Like she doesn't need to be here. That she's
No.
she's one of the people that Trump's talking about. That is a criminal. This person is literally un-American the way she talks about other people's religions. So I think she should be kicked out. Because if she doesn't like it, honestly, she can fucking leave. Dude, she has a video of her cocking a gun, being like, "Muslims need to get out of my country. Yeah, you look so fucking cool, fucking bice ass
have
bitch."
seen it.
Ugh.
Yeah, insane. Yeah, there are all politicians are very earnest and do everything that they truly believe, and they're never grifting. But it's the Venezuela stuff. Like, I can't believe it. So they hijacked a oil tanker? Is the latest?
Is it? Because honestly, that was the one I have not been paying attention to, because honestly, like
in the immortal words of God Emperor Trump, where we took an oil tanker. It was a big oil tanker, one of the biggest actually. It's a very bigly oil tanker. That's what I know about the story. Is that it's the biggest oil tanker ever, according to Donald Trump. Genuine toddler president. That's
Also, just like
quote. Biggest
me,
oil
when
tanker.
I commit a crime, like it's the biggest thing I could ever have stolen. Like, on Maine, being like, "Yeah, I stole this." It's so huge.
The interviewer
it's probably worth a lot.
The interviewer asked him, "What are you gonna do with the oil?" And he was just like, "Well, we'll keep it, I guess."
Look, when Pete Hegseth didn't go to jail from lying right on TV, like literally doing a war crime to the public right in front of their face, he looked to camera and said, "I'm doing a war crime," and he didn't go to jail. I stopped caring. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, literally, it's so ridiculous. Like, if that's not enough, what is? We're just saying it.
Are you talking about the killing of the two extra?
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about capturing the oil tanker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about all of it. Like, we're just saying that we're doing the war crime. And what Pete Hegseth did online, because he denied it, which is the war crime. And him saying that he didn't know anything about it, and then
he didn't know anything about it, and if I did, I support it.
Yeah.
And that man is a war hero. Except they're not at war, which is its own thing also, because this would be war crimes. Also very fucking bad against international law, but it's not a war crime because you need to be at war to commit war crimes.
Oh, right.
You are just murdering people.
American taxpayer dollars hard at work.
When we're talking about they call it the double tap thing, which just sounds very cruel when you're just talking about civilians dying. I mean, sorry, really hard drug cartel people dying.
Well, they're brown, so they're obviously criminals.
Yeah, my bad. But that they did a strike, there was 2 survivors, and they killed the survivors, which, if you were at war, is a war crime. But that presumes that the initial strike was within the confines of war and legal.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
It's not. So they aren't even they're those people should not this should not be raising flags because they're committing war crimes. It should be raising flags because American soldiers murdered Venezuelan people. And they should be tried as such, not because of the order to kill them, to kill more.
Well, you know what they say, boys will be boys. I don't know what the problem is.
They're getting really antsy. We haven't been killing brown people. Active American soldiers haven't been killing brown people in 5 years. So
yeah, they're itching, bro.
They're really itching. Yeah. Ooh. It's just insane. I haven't
put lead through the skull of a villager in a while. I'm fucking
But
Jesus Christ.
And just in case they could try and formulate some kind of fascist Cassius Bell some excuse for this murder of just random people. The story they're really liking to run with is how Venezuela is this drug nation that's just exporting fentanyl by the truckload to the United States every single day. And that this like basically the same political moment this is happening. Donald Trump pardons the ex-Honduran president who was convicted of trafficking 360, 400 tons of cocaine to the United States. They do not care about even if we took that story at face value and pretended it was true and we just believe them with the zero evidence they've given them that those fishing boats with all their nets were definitely full of drugs, which still wouldn't warrant killing them. Like there's so many layers of I need to keep going backwards. Like you can't even be. They've moved the window so far to what they consider acceptable. They don't care about acceptable. They don't care about trafficking drugs into the United States. They do not care about it.
Well, no, of course. I mean, that's why they don't solve the war on drugs. They make money from it.
Yeah, they can arrest more people, and then they can have more slaves in prison.
Slaves in prison. Yeah.
Slaves in prison.
I got so many slaves in my prison. I'm a private prison owner.
Just him. I'm not.
I'm a private prison owner.
Yeah.
Reveal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hexeth trying to like dodge it. Also, okay, they changed his title.
The Minister of Head.
From like what, Secretary of Defense to Secretary of War, so that they can again pretend that they are at war when they are not at war.
Peace president, by the way.
I really like
Donald Trump will end all wars. He's ended 800 wars.
I like that the administration can go on TV and go, "We are being hypocrites. This is hypocritical. Everything we have done is hypocritical." And then Republicans will find a way to be like, "No, but they're like it's just like better, like and just different and cooler." And it drives me fucking nuts. But honestly, at the same time, I'm like, what can you do? Like, what can you say? You can yell until you're blue into the face, but as long as someone wants to deport or hurt brown people, they will not fucking care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why, like, yeah, it's unfortunate, and people should care about this issue. But I was gonna be like, we need a regime change in America to have. Like, we need Democrats to run on affordability and get into power and not commit crimes, war crimes or regular, against brown people. Not that I trust the Democrats to do it either. It's the problem. It's like they're just diet Republicans.
Over under on us going to war because of Trump giving Kirky to Bill.
It's just
a distraction.
Isn't the list supposed to be released on Friday? Isn't the due date?
So
Epstein stuff?
Yeah, the Epstein stuff. The 19th.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to read a fucking barcode with all the shit that's going to be censored out.
Yeah,
or they just
literally.
won't. Or they just won't. Well, why do they have to? What? Because a judge told them to? Lamau.
I mean, yeah, I think we're beyond that. Even my optimistic. I don't sound optimistic today, but I'm more optimistic than most people.
Yeah, it's honestly giving me huge whiplash.
Yeah.
To transition from the way you've been speaking to me in general for this past week to how you're on this pod.
I mean, no, shit's been good, but it's also like, it's easier to talk about frustrating stuff in like a high octane way because it's like, hey, Democrats are. I don't know. Obviously negativity is goated, but like it's still hard
negativity is goated.
To feel like everything's gonna be okay when like there is still like legit. Laws are just being broken left and right with not a goddamn care in the world. I mean, our president has 36 felonies, dude. Like what, or 30, whatever the fucking number. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter what the number is.
The concentration camps in America are like 3 months ago political story. They're old news. Nobody even cares about them anymore. They're still there,
and they're still there, and still being used.
Still
and
there.
It's like, we've been distracted 7 times now, so it's tough. I saw someone say like, "Oh, Trump's gonna be like the fall guy for the Epstein stuff, and they're gonna put JD Vance as a lame duck, and then they're gonna put a corporate Democrat." And I'm like, "What crack are you smoking, dude?" Like, I feel like even if the Epstein stuff came out and it was like Trump had sex with so many fucking children, he had more so many people would be like, "Well, I mean." Who hasn't thought about that? Like Republicans, because they're fucking insane.
They were literally already warming that up.
Well, I will say people did care. Like this was a thing in the mega base that was
The
like
mega
had
True.
legs.
Kirky got killed. He was getting too close. Because
Or so they say.
he was
We're
calling for
starting
it.
new conspiracy theories.
Well, no, I mean he was actually saying to release the Epstein files.
Yeah, he was, and then he just kind of was like, "Quiet time."
Wasn't he the I'm gonna trust my friends in the administration guy? Was that a quote from him or was that someone else?
I don't know.
I think
It's probably
him
some
and
other
Shapiro
fucking
said
ugly
that.
ass.
They both like. I'm pretty sure they both were just like, the government will take care of it. I trust my government, even though we're the party of government. Yeah.
Dude,
They
I
would literally
know.
blame generically the government in their like next sentence.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Insane.
Like we have like I mean, we're literally like basically badge on our arms level. Like some person got fined because they didn't have their visa on them. It's like, bro, huh?
What are you talking about?
Someone got
I have no idea what you're talking
pulled
about.
over by ICE and got fined because they didn't have their visa on them. Like that's not
real. But also, I'm surprised they didn't just get taken.
well.
Like-
yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, you know, whatever.
Like
Yes,
I know
worse
that's
things
like
are happening, but still, it's still
but
like
that's
it's hard to explain because like what isn't that not like if I'm not walking with my ID, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
no, it's not illegal to not carry your ID on you.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? And for that to like stand up in court, I think the person tried to appeal it and it, like didn't go through. Like what the fuck?
This is why white women need to revolt because cops are there to protect them, property of white men.
Ooh,
God,
wait,
superpower.
snapping.
So the white women have to just be very, very mean to cops and riot in the streets, to just to take them down and to like actually draw attention to the shit that's going on and what's happening. Yeah, like everybody just it needs a white woman by their side to like body to be their
Do you remember when the wives of cops said they were gonna like stop fucking them during like the George Floyd stuff?
Well,
That's real revolution, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the wives of cops. I didn't
Yeah.
understand what you said. Yeah, see? Do it.
I know.
I don't know. I feel like someone who married a cop was probably fine with it.
No, it's true. But I'm just
But
saying,
also,
white women,
okay,
rise up.
I'm also gonna be so real with you. Maybe this is too woke, or maybe this is too stupid. Becoming a cop is such an easy way out of poverty, dude. Like, starting in my area is $90,000 a year. So also, I can understand someone becoming a cop, but also, fucking don't
That's
do that.
insane. That's like 400,000 Canadian dollars a year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like infinity dollars, basically.
That's like infinity dollars a year.
That is kind of crazy. You could
That is actually
maybe
insane.
almost afford housing.
I saw it and I was like, ugh.
For like less than a year of schooling.
I know, it's like I don't have to do anything. Like, oh my god! But you know.
All I have to do is defend rich people's property.
Well, I love that. Maybe they'll give me some. Trickle down on me.
Trickle down. The rich people do love to trickle down all over you. I'm sure we'll see.
No, I'm not young enough.
Fuck you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, you have to be 10 years younger.
Yeah, at least. Even then,
Age
we're pushing it.
Yeah.
Age reveal, yeah.
Realizing that like the ages that I got hit on the most was between 13 and 18, it's just like
yeah,
such a thing to reflect on.
I want to go home.
Me too, man.
Like God, like.
And it's not because he's mad that those were the ages he got hit on. It's because he never got hit on. I think that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's why it's incel hour.
It's incel hour. Let's talk about that.
It genuinely wasn't, but
no, I know.
I will
own
that. I will also own that. Yeah, I'm mad.
I was just twisting my words on you, bro.
We were just.
I was in a church too for a lot of those years. What the hell, man?
The church. The Kirk?
You weren't in a Catholic church.
Yeah, I was in a Catholic church. Misplay.
No, you did have youth pastors, so that's.
I did. Oh, I had a lot of youth pastors.
Any memories you're suppressing? You can tell us on the podcast.
I think I was a story I will tell.
Oh,
It's
shit.
kind of really low stakes given what we've been talking about for the past half an hour. But
I mean,
I
maybe.
remember when I first got my license and this guy like wanted me to immediately start like driving other children around, and I'm like, bro, my frontal cortex is not fully developed. I still just kind of shut down if a girl talks to me. And you want me to like be responsible for the lives of multiple children. And I'm like, no,
Wait, what was
no.
this
And that was
for?
the last I ever. It was just like as a part of the youth group. This guy wanted me
Oh,
to like, be a
gotcha.
driver, to like take people to events
Yeah,
and stuff.
nah.
Because I like immediately got my license as soon as I could. And so they wanted me to drive. And I was like, bro, no. Like, even as dumb as I am in this moment, dumb as I am, I still know that's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
That is very low stakes for what we were
Should not
talking
trust
about.
me.
about youth
I
pastors
mean,
doing things that are unsafe.
It ties into the thesis of youth pastors are dumb and you shouldn't trust children.
This reminds me of when I have a confession. I went on missions trips.
Yeah, I just
when I was a teen. And
wait, like in
when
California?
Huh?
Like in California?
What do you mean?
Like mission trip? Like, oh, okay.
Sorry, service trips.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'm sorry. There are things like there are actual missions like built by Catholics where they enslaved Native Americans, and we took trips there. So I was wondering if that's what that was. You mean like?
No, that exists across. We've got that too in Canada. That's actually, this is you have to cut this out. Okay, learned that literally last night.
Cut back in.
So I was on this like mission or service trip or whatever, where you like, it's a joke of the thing, but you basically go, what's the word? You just basically go preach at poor people because they like need help with stuff. So you're like, oh, we'll help you if you God. We'll help you if you God.
We'll help you if you say 10 Hail Marys, bitch.
Yeah.
You can get a can of soup.
But we were staying at a church when we were doing that, and they don't have like proper like showers and like facilities there for like housing a large amount of people, which makes sense. But we were being like shuttled to like a community center to like shower and stuff, basically. And it was my friend and I, and we were like leaving the community center, and they were like just doing it in cars, like what you were talking about. And there was some guy there that was from the church, but like he was like in his 20s, and he had a weird energy. He had like he had like a Jeep with no like no sides on it, like no roof, no sides, and it like that. There was like a some sort of decal that said "Take your top off."
Oh God.
Yeah. And again, this is a church event, and like it was fine. Like it was like me and my friend. We were like 16, and we just like the two of us rode home or rode back to the church with him. But his mom was like a really prominent member of like the church that we were staying at, and I think he. I assume she was like making him help, but like she freaked out when she saw us like leave, just the two of us from his car, and was like, why were you there? What happened? Da, 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 da. And I was like, what do you mean? We were supposed to go back with church people. He was a church person that was like that. And she was like, why was it only the two of you? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this woman thinks her son is a predator and has brought him into proximity of children.
Oh my God.
Like, and nothing happened, and he was like fine. So like maybe he's not. Maybe his mom is like just thinks that about him. But I was like, I remember at the time being kind of like, what a crazy lady.
Was she grilling you or the guy?
She was grilling us.
Because maybe she did think you were doing it, and she's pissed at him for doing something. It's less that like he's a predator and more like, how dare you have sex with my son?
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, no, like, and it was fine. Like I was safe, or at least like nothing happened.
Right.
But like, yeah, I'm like looking back on that, I'm like, oh my god, all I've ever done is just get lucky. Like, oh my god, nobody.
Yeah.
You can do all the things that the church tells you to do, and sometimes there are just abusers. And I just that guy was not, or
Dude,
at least not that day.
I wasn't cute enough. One of my pastors as a kid did like molest some kids, but I wasn't one of them. So
We all
Was
have
this-
some of
didn't
those
pass the
guys in the
test.
the
church.
mustard sandwich
Yeah.
guy, my goat.
No. Remember, I moved a lot. That guy was like much later in my life.
Oh my
It's like
God.
this is like an earlier priest. Yeah, but he didn't get me. So at least I don't remember him getting me. Maybe I'm suppressing, but I'm pretty free of that, thankfully. Uh, that's really fun.
Stoked for
I
you.
apologize to the victims. That's really fucked up. He also, like, Catholic priests aren't supposed to have families, and he had like a whole wife and kids, and you're not supposed to like
Oh.
have that at all.
Hypocrisy is the essential brick and mortar. of
Which I don't even
religion.
understand how that works. Like you live at the church. And it doesn't matter. Catholic priests make so much fucking money.
Logistically, where's your wife?
Yeah, it's like, bro, where are you hiding your wife behind some stained glass? Bro, one
It's like
cool thing, one cool thing about Catholic churches though is that they all have like a piece of bone from one of the saints, which I think is fucking sick. Like
That's
in
weird.
each
It's
church.
kind of metal. That's kind of
It is.
kind of
Like,
40K
It like yeah, it is cool. I like
Warhammer.
it's cool as fuck. Yeah, top tier
I
Catholic
do
lore.
love the idea of a priest breaking his like vows, but like not being a predator and just like having a regular relationship.
He's just like, honey, I'm home.
Yeah.
Just like it's funny. Apparently, a lot of Catholic priests are not actually religious because when they study it, you like find out it's all fake. Which is pretty interesting. A lot of them are like researchers instead. It's like weird. I would probably need to.
Interesting.
I
I
need
do
to
know
do a deeper
somebody
dive
who's
on it.
who studied theology and like decided not to be a pastor because they studied theology
Dude.
so much.
I'm becoming like such a Reddit atheist. Like on TikTok, I see people that are like, "Man, I feel so much smarter than religious people," and I'm like, "Yeah." Like I don't. It's bad, dude. And then they're like, "It's religious psychosis," and I'm like, "True." But then sometimes I'm like, literally though, like I feel like you have to be kind of insane to believe this shit. I understand. I get
So
it's
you
not
agree
true,
all
but
Muslims should be deported?
So I think the thing, like when you know how we talk about China, and then I talk about the good stuff, and then Mitchell's like, "Wow, you're a communist China fucking defender, and you love China, and you want to kill all babies or whatever." It's like
Yeah.
that, where like, yeah, I think Muslims shouldn't be
All true.
deported, but also they're like, all religion is way too conservative and crazy for me, so I don't like it.
Damn, the Asmongold in you coming out.
I mean, is that not
No, I
The roach
a normal
crawling up his
opinion?
arm
Like,
as we speak,
I don't-
whispering into his ear.
I have most of my
Join
smoke
our
for
slash
Christianity
atheist.
and Catholicism because that's what's here, but like I don't think any religions are good.
Yeah, I think that if you're diehard, it's hard to do it well. And I think that's pretty true of most religions. But I do think that if you can be like a pretty chill, like religious person where you can say that like times change and like let's say you're Christian, like that's what I'm most familiar with. If you can be like the Bible was written by a person. And you can admit that, and you could say things change. And my understanding is like what was supposed to be the core principles of this, which is like basically everything Jesus said. And like you take that, and your morality from religion lines up with like morality of what's best for people, and you want to believe in a God. Like I just like it doesn't matter to me.
I guess that's fair. Like
if there's like it's no harm as long as there's
yeah.
no harm and it's just you. I'm like I don't really care. But
there's also
religion
the
is
part
hard because they got their fingers in everything.
Where it's like, okay, so this is your colonizer's language. Religion for a lot of people too, and it's like, no, this is the thing. This is the one true thing. It's like that wasn't here before, so like, why are we clinging to this so much? As a Latino person, it's like that's not even our religion. So there's that aspect of it too that pisses me off. But no, I definitely understand, like, I guess being or at least spiritual in that sense. I guess it's more when you're evangelical, and I don't mean that just in the Christian sense, but I mean in any sense where, and I don't think a lot of religions are guilty of this, but people in the comment section that are like, "I'm praying for you. God loves you. God will save you." Like all that kind of shit. Like I can't stand it. Where they act like holier than thou, right? Like more righteous. That kind of shit riles me the fuck up. And also, I think those people are like the most disingenuous people on the earth.
Yeah, it is like a coping mechanism for a lot of people too, where like they can't handle life, so they can't handle the
Do drugs like normal people.
uncertainties. And so they just are like, if I just give it all to God, if I just pray, everything will be okay. Because they can't like handle reality. And it's like in some ways I'm like same.
Well, that takes so much
There's a
agency
big,
away from yourself. I mean, I get
there's a
it.
big,
but
and that's the point. In one of my coworkers' offices, there's a big poster above where he sits that says, if you fuck,
Nice,
I fucking
dude.
completely
If you like
Nice,
pina
dude.
I know what
coladas.
the fucking poster
I'm
says.
getting
If you know what I'm
born
talking
in
about, you know what I'm talking about.
And I'm
If
not into
No,
If
all
you
you said is
haven't-
if.
if it isn't, if you haven't gotten through it, oh my! I swear to God, if you leave
if
any
you
of this,
could, if you wish you, if you
If-
wanted to, you would. Is that
Is it
some of
killing
the-
myself? I'm killing
Is it like
myself.
the energy
This
of
will be
if you're
my
going
last
through
episode
hell?
on the podcast? I want to fucking die. It's like if you haven't gotten through it, it's not over yet. Or like
Yeah.
if God will put you through it, if God puts you through it, He will bring you through it. I want to
Something
die.
like
I'm
that. There's
so
like a
mad I
million
never
I'm
times-
gonna
this.
put you through it.
There's a million sayings
I'm
like
gonna
that,
go look at
religious
it.
or not.
Oh,
But it's like,
next time I'm at work, I'm gonna fucking check what it says.
but it's also just like some
I'm so
people
mad.
kill themselves.
Like I'm about to after that.
like that's
Factually
it.
true.
No,
Like it just that's
yeah,
the entire counter.
and the whole point is to give up control because the chaos of reality is terrifying, and they're not wrong to be terrified of it, of how little control we factually have over our lives and what happens in it. It is terrifying, so it's very comforting to pretend that every single thing on this
Okay.
planet has a puppet string that goes up to some big white guy that looks like...
I understand that. Why do they feel the need to push it?
Because that's what it says.
Why
That's
does
what they
everyone
say
have
to
to be
do.
a fucking Catholic?
I mean, it's their identity, and
Because
Okay.
they literally think you're gonna rot in
A
hell
lot
forever.
of people have certain identities, dude. Why do they have to make it your problem?
I think I know a big part of it is that a lot of these religions are leveraged by powerful people to control people. I mean, that's exactly what we're seeing right now in the United States.
Oh my
That's what we're
god,
seeing with basically every fascist regime.
it's true. I was dying at somebody was like, you know what America did to like what America fucked up. Wow, I'm gonna start again. You know how America
again.
fucked up is there isn't a strong Catholic presence in America compared to the Protestant presence, right? But they were like, the Catholic Church keeps other religions in check. If you have bullshit Protestant shit, you get weird things like Mormonism, and you get cults, like legit cults, and like New Age religions. And they were like, we need the Catholic Church to keep all these bullshit religions in check.
Stupid.
But you could argue that that all the religions, even the New Age religions, are all the same.
I
as
just
the
think
Catholic Church.
anything that's like, if you don't do what I tell you, you're gonna burn in hell. It's like, fuck you, dude.
I mean, it's one of the
That's
most
stupid.
fundamental ways that these religions create control and a narrative of control and domination.
I get it,
And
but I just feel like
that's
these people
the
don't think they're being like righteous enough if they're not like forcefully converting you.
Yeah, and
They're not
that's
doing
all.
their
It's
job.
because that's what they've been taught.
Learn something else. Damn.
God brings you
Fucking
to
annoying.
it.
Damn,
Bring you
learn
to it.
something else. When there's systemic issues.
No,
And when people have been indoctrinated into something, just learn different.
I'm being more ignorant here because I know more about it than I'm letting on. It's just.
Okay. So mysterious.
We just don't understand it.
He was actually there when Jesus was crucified.
You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand. He was there when John like went to his big river or whatever.
Right, because that's
John
how.
Lennon got
That's what I meant.
assassinated.
That's what I meant. I just meant I'm okay. I love that because I was gonna make a point and now I can't. So go ahead. Speak whoever was gonna go next.
Well, we talked more about John and the river.
Classic story.
Go ahead,
Classic story of John and the
Mitchell,
river.
take over.
The quote was, "If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it." That was the quote. I couldn't like.
If you're going through hell, keep on going.
That was worth it. That was worth the 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, boys, are we talked out?
Yeah.
You have to do the outro.
No. Bye.
This was the Basement Leftist Podcast. Thank you for watching.
We had an episode that unfortunately sounds like we are in a jet engine, and that is completely my fault, but we had a little bit about gambling that we wanted to put in just because we really liked it and we thought we did a good job. So if you want to stick around and watch that, thank you. And if not, your mom's gay. Peace.
It's gonna be me
did love you, man.
And they're gonna start a Kalshi betting on whether or not
I'll kill myself.
Thank you for transitioning. I have basically been vibrating in my seat.
Wait. I'm sorry. I lost my point. Who cares? Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah,
talk about Kalshi.
Shut up.
Fuck you. This is my podcast. I'm taking it back over. These two whiteys don't have to say anything anymore. They're muted. It's just me and you, audience. I'm just So anyway,
you need our laugh track.
Kalshi bet on if I'll kill myself.
I think it's awesome.
Over under?
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
No, dude, I think we could make some smart decisions and make a lot of money to get my move to Canada, to fund my move to Canada. Listen, we have to abuse the system while we can.
Okay, so like to explain what this is
I'm just kidding. Do not gamble, please. For the love
they
of
aren't
God.
the only people doing this, but it's this company called like Polytechnic Marketing. We'll throw up the actual name on the screen. And they like literally, I believe the quote from the CEO is they want to monetize everything. Like every form of discourse, every difference of opinion, they want to monetize.
That made my actually formed a pit in my stomach.
Yeah, like they want absolutely anything to be gambleable on, and absolutely everyone is in this constant rat race of trying to leverage their insider information against each other. And we like already saw it with like people were making bets about decisions Google was making, and obviously a bunch of Google employees exploited that.
Oh, dude, that guy made like $3.6 million.
Yeah, it is just like a grifting
But that's
machine.
Literally just insider trading.
Yeah, but it's not regulated, so it doesn't matter.
That's what it is. Is it's the ultimate. It's truly, and I'd say this very lightly because I will probably say this dozens of times across our recordings process. It is the ultimate capitalism. Because we have successfully monetized everything. We have created, like there's this general sense of opposition to the concept of insider trading because it's unfair. Like supposedly our politicians aren't supposed to do it, even though they all do it. They just have their wife do it or whatever. Am I incorrect about that, Diego? Is that how it works? They're technically not supposed to, but everyone knows they just
be doing it. I mean, Nancy Pelosi
they just
be doing it.
be
Her husband be doing it.
And so now it's like we're gonna do it, but for literally everything, and we're gonna pretend that it's a good idea because something we talk about all the time is what should have a profit incentive. Like it's why healthcare being privatized is a horrible idea because now you have literally created a system of health insurance where there's a profit incentive to kill people. Because then you save money. You don't have to provide the service. If you're health insurance, your profit margins are based on how many people don't receive your service. That's why healthcare being privatized is a horrible idea. And now, with the power of gambling, we have successfully monetized everything. Someone can make a bet that will Hassan be assassinated at TwitchCon
and if someone has enough money on it, dude, people
all
are
of a sudden,
desperate, especially right now with the recession.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not trying to speak this into existence, like fucking. you know, God willing,
Yeah.
this shit does not happen. But like, you're very right. I mean, the implications of this shit is crazy.
Yeah, like it is absolutely
Monetize everything.
It's
And I think,
and like
I'm gonna let someone else speak. I have a lot more to say, but I'm gonna let other people.
no,
speak.
I'm sure.
I'm a
I
good
think
guy.
like you just talk about like regulation on it. Like I'm not a gambler personally, but like people can do that and they can do it in moderation in general. Like obviously it's very predatory in general and there's lots of problems with it. But there's lots of gambling in our society, and the way that you make people not get fucked over by it is you just add insane regulations and you add insane like barriers of entry, and you only have it be in casinos, and then it's like, and you only have it be for people of a certain age, and you have to do certain things and yada yada yada, right? Because the problem is if you have it on your phone and you have any sort of like want to gamble, like there's no barrier. That's what happened with the sport betting stuff, and then this is making it everything. And there's so many problems that like we're gonna get into about like the ethics of just like betting on like current events or like somebody's life or like whatever. But just the idea of having like accessible gambling in the palm of your hand at all times is so awful. The only reason that gambling is at all okay ever is because there are restrictions on it.
I'm gonna admit something on this podcast, and I have admitted it before, but not to a lot of people. In 2023, I was going through a really tough time. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I gambled about $1,000 on the CS:GO gambling websites, and that was the lowest point of my life. And also, I snapped some, like it was. This is gonna sound bad. It was good for me because it snapped myself out of it. I'm like, I'm being really stupid, and I need to change something because I lost all of that money, right? Like, just immediately. And in that set, like in that one, you know, I'm not gambling in the way a prediction market is, because I feel like a prediction market is even more predatory because you feel like, well, it's 50-50, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the illusion of 50-50.
Yeah, and I think, like, I don't know, it's so gross.
Like, at least
gambling
everybody,
just
like when you're
gets
playing,
you. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to articulate like what I'm trying to say.
No,
because
I think I can build off your point in that, like the way it's just extra exploitive, and also I feel like the why it's like uniquely perfect for targeting Americans, because what gets talked about all the time is the classic American syndrome of poor people who vote Republican, who support billionaires, even though they would literally grind them up to turn them into a single penny if they could, and will and do. But the reason they do it is because they believe that they are temporarily embarrassed billionaires, that they think it's going to be them one day. They have that main character syndrome, and gambling is so perfectly exploits that, because gambling, like the classic thing people that gets called like your classic oh my god, the term is escaping. Cut all this from the video. Like the classic thing where you buy a lottery ticket. Oh my god, a lottery ticket. It's been called an idiot tax because you're not going to win. You're just throwing your money away on nothing.
And,
you're not going to win.
And literally, I did it.
And this is verifiable that you're not going to win. But Americans, they think I'm him. They think I'm him. So I'm going to spend $50,000 on Erica Kirk having JD Vance's baby.
Hey, that's a good one. I have 50,000 on that one.
Yeah, I was going to say
that one's
kind of
worth
a
it.
1 million
sleeper
parlay,
prediction.
baby.
Yeah.
No, that's literally like, it was so stupid. And it's funny because I was gambling knowing I wasn't going to win. And I don't know. I was so anhedonic at the time. Like, I just needed to feel something. So,
I think that's in a way a form of self-harm, though, right? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
That specific
100%.
setting.
Yeah, I think it was less an addiction and more like it was like a self-harm thing. So actually, I just aired my. You know what? Cut all this. No, I'm just kidding. But it's true. Like in the way they show you things, like in Kalshi, it's 50-50. But like on a CS:GO gambling website, right? What do they put up in the big the big shiny thing. It's the biggest thing you can get in the box, and it's like you have 10 times chances. 10 times what? 0.001%. Like everything is meant to like make you want to do it because you're like, well, I can't pass this up. This deal. It's
Such
so
a
wonderful.
good deal.
That's why I don't even understand getting caught in a casino. Those sevens are not that appetizing to me. Okay. But I mean,
that's
and
what I
there's
don't
something.
get. Go ahead.
Oh, there's just something about like like everybody knows like the house always wins, and when you're in a casino, it's predatory. Like most people know that, but there is something about this that it's like 50-50. Like good odds.
And also, it's like you're at home, you're on a screen. Like maybe you feel less like preyed upon. You're not smelling the cigarette smoke of the casino floor, and the fucking crazy ass lights aren't driving you insane.
And you're not admitting you're gambling either.
Right.
You can't go to a casino and
you're
pretend
predicting.
you're not. You're predicting the market.
In CS:GO, I'm opening crates.
Yeah, I'm actually buying something. It's the crate, and I'm just seeing what's inside. Just for fun.
It's more of an I Spy kind of thing, if anything.
Yeah.
It's go ahead. Sorry.
It's kind of tough. It's like if we were to get to the weeds a little bit, which I don't think we should, because like full stop, this entire thing is a horrible idea. Gambling is probably okay as a vice that should be heavily regulated. There should not just be gambling attached to local news. Like soon Fox News is going to be running gambling segments for people with their who are watching it on touch screens.
Because it was on
like
CNN,
all in
right?
F1 to it's like that's insane. But like I think about like I've spent a lot of time collecting Pokemon cards, and that is just gambling. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I found it so interesting. It was some coworkers that kind of got me into it and got me excited. But I, not to brag, had this very healthy understanding that this is just me spending money. I don't expect to make money on this.
Right.
But my coworkers genuinely were just deluded. They were just deluded. They thought they were him, and that they were going to buy this pack. They have all these rituals. They have all this superstition that they're to try and pretend that they had agency, and that was going to let them get rich off of Pokemon cards. I was just in it, like, again, this sounds so fucking conceited. I was in it for the cool art. Like, no, I also felt that. I feel that pull of like, oh, I want to open this set because it has this one really cool card. And it's cool if it has this giant $ sign attached to it. That's just cool. But I had this full understanding as a healthy adult that this is money I'm throwing away, and so I shouldn't be spending it unless it's money I could afford to rub my ass with.
I spent $200 on a Gooner Hancock card, so I get it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that like a lot of people don't have money to throw away,
and they do it anyway.
They want luxury things, which is fair. I understand where that comes from, and they also want different material conditions.
Well, I think there's also a misconception that they can actually like they can make it, right? Like it's like an actual way to wealth or something, which
which it factually and verifiably isn't. But
then you'll go on Reddit, and you'll see someone being like, I just made 1.2 mil off freaking knowing if Andrew Tate's left nut is gone.
And this is such a thing with Pokemon. I remember going on the subreddits, and all you see are people's polls, like their exciting polls, because that's what's going to get posted on the subreddit.
Yeah, no one's
posting
post
the 99% of their boring.
And then the one person that does, they're like, you just want attention.
Yeah, and then all the comments are people like, man, this never happens to me. You're so it's like, yes, it's because it never happens to no one. It doesn't happen to 99% of people.
And you'll have someone under them lying, being like, I pulled 4 of these in freaking 2 packs, bro. How about you freaking kill yourself, or maybe sacrifice your mom for some extra luck? Like, Jesus.
Well, it's the same thing with the crypto rug pulls too, right? Where you have like those, it's even more orchestrated, right? Because like you have people who are literally like pump and dump, like doing this intentionally. So you see this and you see them promote it and say, and they're literally making money off of it, but at the hands of the people reading it. And so you just get this like positive association of money because that's what you're being told. You're being told all the time about how you can make so much money from this.
Well, there's like, it's kind of an older story. It was like post GME, like the GameStop blow up in like 2020 or I think it was 2020, 2019.
I remember that.
I think it was 2020 because I think it was COVID. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Where Wall Street Bets, the Reddit, like blew up, and there was like a user that was pretty, I wouldn't say prominent, but like talked about investing 400K that they either got from like inheritance or they were saving up or like they sold their grandma's house or some way. Either way, they had 400K. They invested it into one of these fucking crypto scam coins, like one like Luna coin or whatever the fuck. Got rug pulled the shit out of, and then the dude fucking killed himself. And it's like,
I did not hear.
Yikes.
it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Because
But-
Yeah,
I think it was TerraCoin. I think that's
this
what it
is
was.
why, and this is why, even though I to admit some guilt, you're making me feel guilty here because I laughed my ass off when the Hawk Tua coin rug pull happened because I just felt so.
Well, no,
It couldn't
so
happen to more deserving people, but maybe that's my liberal moment.
I think that is your liberal moment.
No, I want to be really fair. I think sometimes it is fucking hilarious. Like, these dumbasses get what they deserve. But, like, in a sense like that, where, like, there is a lot of hype around it, there was, like, genuine... It wasn't even, like... It was a crypto coin, but it was kind of, like, post a legitimacy of, like, GameStop blowing up. So some people were still kind of buying into the Kool-Aid. It's, like, pre-NFT, right? So, like...
I guess
There was still, like... There was a feeling of legitimacy to the stock market, I guess... Whereas, like, now, if you're falling for cum coin, dude, like, actually kill yourself. No,
Yeah, I feel
don't do
so
that.
much less
We just
guilt.
covered the story of someone doing that. I'm so sorry. Let's not do a kill yourself
Oh
joke after
my
covering an
God.
actual suicide.
Nuh-uh.
like it is predatory, and they are ultimately the predators, and it should not be allowed to happen. Like, crypto was always just prime the institution.
But
That's
of
why
course,
it was
like, they're able to
created.
get away with nothing. There's no issue.
Yeah.
It should be
Well-
regulated to hell, and probably just not exist because it provides no
Yeah, okay.
value to the planet.
Yeah.
It's a literal fake
It's
currency.
one of those things, though, that it's just like it's.
I just slapped
like,
myself in the
there-
face with my slinky. I'm fucking bleeding. I need to get an issue.
Bro's bleeding from a slinky.
I'm sorry, I derailed the fuck out of you.
That's all good. But yeah, it's just the problem. We call it like the like I've heard it like even the lottery be called like the poor tax also, because it is sad because like there are some people that are just like fucking greedy and they're just like so convinced that they are going to be the guy. Like I had a conversation with a guy like that once and it blew my mind. He told me that at like 18 years old, he was actually convinced he was going to win the lottery. Like he like knew it in his heart. And I just like didn't know what to say to him.
I had a friend who had an ex. This dude was so fucking corny, but he would always talk about how he was gonna be a billionaire. Like by 30, he was gonna be a billionaire. Guess what? He invested $24,000. It fucking like crashed. He didn't make any money, and then his parents had to bail him out. Like,
but the problem too is like those people exist, and that's cringe. And it's like check yourself and like understand that other people exist in the world.
I wasn't done.
But
he spent like. So his parents bailed him out and they gave him extra money. He spent all the extra money on lottery.
Yeah, and
That one's
and this
a
is
little
why
soft.
companies are so desperate to do this. People that exist, but there's also just desperate poor people. and
yeah,
I don't
that's what
blame them
that's
for
the
their
majority of
desperation.
people.
yeah.
It's a class struggle.
brother.
People are struggling so hard.
How
right
many
now.
times?
And it's only gonna get worse.
I'd like to pull up to 7-Eleven because they have cheaper soda, and I gotta get a Diet Coke to get me through the day because capitalism is sad. But
No
when
BDS?
I see. Well, I'm buying it from 7-Eleven, so I'm not buying a can directly from Coke. It's different because I'm pouring the Coke, but I'm not buying it off the shelf. So it's
Personal
different.
responsibility.
Fuck. No, but that's true. That's true. Actually, because I never buy cans. So does that count? Let me know in the comments, people who don't watch this.
Let me know in the comments. Anyways, go on.
Anyway, but I see the lottery and I'm like, fuck, I should just buy a ticket. Like it's
Because-
like the devil on my shoulder because like what if it's not going to, but what if it does? And it sucks. Like I know it's capitalism, like the capitalism devil talking to me.
I had that thought today too because like I was like walking near a university in my town and like I was kind of like reflecting on the idea of being able to like learn not for the sake of like, you know, like increasing my like value at work, you know,
right?
Basically like be able to learn for fun. And I was like, I would never do that because like the you know, like the cost of doing that, first of all, because university is expensive, but then also the opportunity cost loss of not being able to work during that time, plus the stress of what post-secondary education is, of like only being exams and only being assessments, is just like there is no feasible way that I could do that unless I like literally came into a large sum of money, like i.e. won the lottery. And I was like literally thinking about that today. I'm like, wow, that would be the way I could live the life I want to live, is if I won the lottery. Right. So yeah, of course people are going to buy lottery tickets.
I just fantasize like buying me and all my friends' houses in like the same suburb, and then we all just like hang out all the time.
Hell yeah, we play.
Yeah, like
finally get a
I didn't say you
together.
were coming, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like,
actually, dude, that's
the
crazy.
idea that you're fantasizing about just like having housing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
Jesus Christ.
And
I mean,
not
it's
staying
just
in
learning.
my 11 by 12 room at my mother's house at my
Material
ripe age of
conditions,
25.